Meanwhile, a central Pennsylvania native is heading to the front lines to help Ukrainians as their country remains under attack. He's part of a nationwide Ukrainian Eurasian organization working to mobilize thousands of volunteers. Fox 43's Alyssa Kratz spoke to Don Parsons about why he's taking action.
Why should we help? Why wouldn't we help? We need to help. We must help.
Don Parsons is a central Pennsylvania native now living in Detroit. But he and his wife spent 8 years living in Ukraine, where they helped establish a church in the city of Kyiv.
Our love for the Ukrainian people is very strong, very deep.
Just a few days into Russia's war on the country, a building sitting a few hundred yards away from that very same church was hit and severely damaged.
It was that close to where our kids grew up, spent many of their younger years growing up, that close to our church. So very quickly, the war became a reality in our minds and our hearts.
As part of Mission Eurasia, an organization which works to train and equip church leaders across Europe and Asia, Don is now heading to Poland to help on the front lines.
We in the West, we all over the world need to do absolutely everything that we can to come alongside the Ukrainians.
The group has already worked to distribute 6,000 care packages filled with food, medicine, diapers, Bibles, and more all over Ukraine.
They're being shipped into the center of the country, into the east of the country, to the south of the country, to the places that have been most heavily hit and are most heavily under threat at the moment.
He says it's the least they can do to help the Ukrainians, who he worked closely with during his time there.
They're not perfect. They're warm, they're hospitable, they're freedom-loving, and in a matter of speaking, they wake up one day and their country is being invaded.
Mission Eurasia standing alongside 400 churches across Ukraine. Parsons says while their denominations may be different, right now they all believe the same.
Evangelical churches of different stripes, Pentecostal, Baptist, Bible churches, and so forth, they're all coming together to serve the Ukrainian people that are in such desperate need at the moment.
Alyssa Kratz, Fox 43 News.